Today on Big Frank's World, we're going to get serious about doing some stuff to my Glock 19. Stay tuned. All right, so today we're going to put these parts on my my Glock 19. First of all, this is the Mechanic M03. It is a 6 MOA dot and has a large window. I don't really do unboxing, so we're just going to bring it out of here real quick. Nice big window. Comes with a mount, or not a mount, but a cover. And so this is kind of what it looks like. Looking through it, there's no battery in it or anything yet, but looking through it, pretty nice mount. We're going to get that put on the slide today, the new slide, which I'll show you here in a second. And we also got a Timney alpha trigger. I've got one of these in my Glock 17, and it's the bomb. If you like a good trigger, I'd say buy one of these. Wait till they're on sale somewhere. You can get them about, we got this one about, I think they're regular like $139, $159. Got this one for $99, I think. So they go on sale quite a bit. Fairly easy to put in, and they work really well. So had a few problems with my first one on my Glock 17, but got it figured out, and so we're gonna hopefully not have too much issue with this one. And then from Palmetto State Armory, I bought one of their dagger slides for Glock 19, and I bought the complete slide, and it's the SW3, I believe. And so it's milled with windows on the side. It's got the gator mouth front. You can see that right there. It's cut out right in this section. And then it's cut for an RMR dot, which this will go right on. So there is a plate you can put on there to cover this up if you're going to use the sights. But this will just drop right on here and look something like that. So it'll be kind of nice. This slide, I did order it with totally complete. So all the insides and internals came with a metal guide rod, which is also nice. I've always change those out on my Glocks. And then this is one of their barrels. It is a spiral fluted, whatever. I think that's for selling point. Although fluting does help to stiffen up barrels and that sort of thing, but you know, the barrel's like 3 inches long, so what's the big deal? So we'll get that put on, we'll get that sight put on, and probably put the trigger in first. Sometimes it's can be a little finicky. I'm not gonna have the camera on when I'm putting it in, but because it just takes a while, and I don't want this video to go super long. Also, it did come with sights. Came with suppressor style sights. They're pretty tall. I've never had suppressor sights on a gun, so we'll see what they look like. If they're too tall, they get in the way, or they're terrible, I will get rid of them and buy something different, or not put any sights on. On my Glock 17, I have a Lone Wolf slide and barrel, and it doesn't have any iron sights on it, so I just use it for the optic. So, all right, let's get to going. All right, I have an empty gun, no magazine. Make sure everybody can see that. Nothing in the chamber. All right, so I did get the trigger in. There's not much on the outside you can tell. Most of the stuff are the triggers on the inside. You can see this has got a bronze trigger shoe safety on it, trigger safety on it, and that's about it. I did have an aftermarket trigger in the gun. I don't remember which one this is. It wasn't that great. It was okay. Just gave me a flat trigger. I'm used to shooting the flat triggers or flat trigger shoes. So, but this one here is quite a bit, not a ton lighter, but definitely lighter and crisper. Has a good break, has a good reset. Not the shortest in the world, but really good for competition. This is, I don't carry this gun even though it's on my permit. I don't carry it because it's had stuff done to it. So I don't, I have another Glock that I carry. So got that part in, and now we're going to start working on the slide. I will bring you back when I get that kind of put together. All right, just so you know, this slide comes with a plate in case you don't want to run a dot, and it just covers that small spot here. This low spot here, it would go on this direction. It just covers that, but we're not going to use that. We're going to use the dot here. So I just got to figure out which screws. It comes with 2 sets of screws, and I would think that takes the longer ones. Hopefully. And that looks right, because those aren't going to be long enough, I don't believe. There. Let's look. This might be long enough. Didn't really say. So let's throw one in there and see what happens. Nope, that one's not long enough. So we're going to use these. I highly suggest, as well as pretty much all the manufacturers for dots, will tell you to use Loctite. Now, I'm not a big red Loctite fan. Blue works, which is the medium strength, works good for me. I have 3 dots. Now I have 4 dots that I've put them all on with blue thread locker, and I have not had any problems whatsoever. It's much easier to get off if you have to take it off. You don't really even need a ton, just a small drop on the threads, and don't go crazy with it. You really don't need it. I don't know if the manufacturer says to use red or not, but I'm not going to, so put this on there. Something like this. And get it a little bit tight there, snugged up. That feels good. Oh, that's a big dot. That's a big window, especially on the Glock 19 slide. It looks huge. I'll probably take it out to the range this week, and I'll probably take you guys along and give it a try and see how I like it. I got to get a battery in it, so I'll be right back. As an aside, one thing I'm finding is it's nice that the battery compartment, which is right in here, is on the top. Some of them are on the bottom. It's nice. Now, it comes with this tool that has some plastic flathead screwdrivers and then a very small adjusting screw for the windage and elevation. And then it also comes with this one, which there is a bunch of, looks like Torx head screws on it. Hard to see, sorry. So while this is much easier to get out, still kind of a pain. So, all right, I got that battery in there. Let's throw it on the gun, see what it looks like. Maybe we won't throw it on the gun. Yeah, we will. Trigger works fine with it. That is a kind of a sexy looking little gun. This is a Shake Awake on. It's got a 60,000 hour supposedly battery life. Takes one, what was it? CR 2032 battery. So that's kind of nice. I don't have to turn it on and off all the time like my my burst fast fires. But it looks a little large for that gun. But boy, that thing is bright. You won't be able to see it probably through here, but it is super bright. Really hard to see. That's even on, not even on the brightest setting, but yeah, that's a pretty good looking gun. I like it. I'm going to use this gun for. I might shoot a match or two with it. I don't know. I haven't shot any matches in a while, so it's hard to say. But I'll use it for a range gun for classes that I teach CCW classes. So I'll use it for that. And then of course I have this slide. I usually shoot open sight during class, so I could show people how to use their sights. But I'll play around with this and see how it works for me. I'm kind of interested. I won't be able to do this online, but I'm kind of interested to see if these iron sights will co-witness with the dot. So I'll get out to the range hopefully this week, and I'll bring you guys along, and we'll see how the thing shoots, see what that barrel does, and all that. So, but for now, I kind of like it. It makes me want to go try to find one of these slides for my 17. I do have a Lone Wolf, like I said before, and it's okay. It's fine. It's not as pimpy as this one, I would say. But yeah, nice gun. All right, guys. Have any questions? Leave them down on the in the comment section. And if you like what you see, please subscribe and hit the bell, and like us, and stay tuned for more stuff. Thanks again. Okay, I wanted to make a quick 4-month review on this gun that we did the work on. I've had it about 4 months now. I've probably put 300 to 400 rounds through it, and it's been flawless. It has not stopped one time. It extracts perfectly. The dot works really well. I love the shake awake. Big window. I thought this was going to be too big for this gun, but I really like shooting it. It does look big, but when you're shooting it, to acquire the dot, because the glass is so large on it, and I don't want to say it's like a window, but it is definitely good, I guess is what I should say. These sights do not co-witness with that. Not a big deal, but that's fine. It's really close, but it's not perfect. The trigger is great. This is a clear gun. The trigger is, you know, probably in the, not super light, probably in the 4.5 pound range, I'm guessing. I don't have a trigger pull gauge, so I can't really test it. But it's good. It works good. It's nice and crisp, and that's what's the best part about it. Overall, I'm really happy. I got a smoking deal on this stuff. This was on sale. The dot was on sale, and the trigger was on sale. So that's why I got them all put together. I'm really liking the gun. I have not shot it competitively because I'm not shooting competition right now. So, but I do take it to the range and practice with it. And I believe I've used it in my class once or twice. I don't do a ton of initial classes anymore, but it is getting used, and I really like it. Actually, like it so much that I haven't hardly shot my Glock 17 very much, which I've had for at least 30 or 35 years. So this gun I've had, you know, probably 7 or 8 years. So yeah, overall, very nice. I'm really happy with everything that I did to it. Again, this is a Palmetto dagger upper and a Canik mechanic dot, 6-minute dot. So you might think about doing that if you got a Glock 19. I do not believe they make the slide like this for a Glock 17. I believe it's only the 19 size, because that's their dagger. But you can check that yourself at Palmetto State Armory if you'd like. So anyway, thanks for stopping by. I just wanted to make that make this 4 months later, just so you had a better idea of whether it worked or not. Been kind of holding off from this video. So all right, thanks for stopping by.